that smoky, tangy,
Am I good?
and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order online now from the new Wingstop located at 5001 O Street.
Now what do? Football is over. The weather's crappy. Man, I tell you what, it's a perfect time to go car shopping. This is Carl from Price Right Auto. Come out to Price Right in Westo, and you'll find over 100 great vehicles at some great prices. With our non-commission sales process, we let you control the sale. We won't let you get a lemon since we back every one of our vehicles with our peace of mind 3-month warranty. If you want a hassle-free car buying experience, check out our website, PriceRightAuto.com. Come see a great selection of affordable used cars on Westo Street at Price Right Auto.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Live from Copple Chevrolet GMC Studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to the Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in to Behind the Game with PJ. I am Rico, but I am not the star of this show. Priscilla Joseph is here. And when I tell you that she has a special guest, Priscilla, how are you?
Yes! Hey, everyone! Welcome tonight, y'all. I'm so excited for tonight because I got my big sis, bestie here joining me, Miss Davida Beckham. Yes! We're going to clap and drum roll and all that good stuff because I am so excited to have you as my first guest. Can you hear me? Can
she hear us?
Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
Yes.
Oh no.
You
Oh
can't
wait,
hear
are
me?
we? Okay.
Hold on.
We're getting,
Can you hear me now?
technical difficulties over here.
We'll figure it out.
It's all right.
We'll be all right.
DJ.
Sis looks beautiful. Yes. Can we hear you? That's it. Oh, nope. Try this again.
They said they can't hear me. They can't hear me. Okay, now
Are
you
we
hear me?
Is unmuted. Are we supposed to be unmuted?
Are we unmuted? I don't know. This is
always fun. It's always the fun part of the show when you're doing it out of the station and you try to figure out how everything works, especially if you bring somebody in on the stream. It's always a learning experience with everything, especially, we're still kind of new to the streaming game. So we're out here at the Home and Garden Show at the Lancaster Events Center. This is 93.7 The Ticket. If you want to get in contact with us, if you have any questions for Priscilla or her amazing guest, 402-464-5685 is the number to call or text, or you can hear us and watch us on the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Still working on our technical difficulties. Can we hear you now? Can you hear us?
I don't know. Can you hear me? I hear you.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
yes. Okay, perfect.
There's a slight echo. And then it disappeared. Can we hear you now?
Yeah, can you say something?
Hello.
No.
I had it for a second. Now there's a little bit of an echo. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on.
All right.
Up and call back.
Yes. Well, there's it's
How about
just on
now?
our end.
I can hear you. You have an echo, but I can
There
hear
we
you.
go.
Are we still in echo?
Yeah, but I'm okay. I can deal with an echo.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
It's gonna be slightly annoying on my end, but it's all right.
Okay, how about now?
I don't mind annoying you.
Okay, but can you?
There we go.
I'm not echo
Perfect.
no more,
Nope, we
right?
got it.
Perfect. Good. Awesome.
No.
All right, y'all. Tonight, Davida Beckham is joining us from somewhere in Mississippi, right?
Yes. Oxford, Mississippi.
That's fine.
For now.
Oxford, Mississippi, because you guys were is a keyword with Ole Miss.
Were.
Where are
Miss.
you guys going to now?
We are going to Oregon. Ducks.
Oregon. Oh my goodness. You guys are
Yes.
Ducks now. Now we get all the good
Yes.
like Nike gear. We're gonna be decked out in Nike as
Yes,
we
yes.
transition from Nike to Adidas. But it's okay. It's a sore
Okay.
subject in our house, but
Yeah.
we're okay. We're okay. Look, I even got my first
like
Adidas.
Adidas.
I got my first Adidas sweater today. Anyways, Davida, welcome to Behind the Game, this new show that these wonderful Nebraskans have brought me along with. You know, they've given me all this love, and I'm here to show them and
Okay.
bring them behind the scenes in our day-to-day life as to what we do as coaches' wives and sometimes what we don't do as coaches' wives. But I wanted you to
Right.
come on first as my first guest because one, you're my big sis. Two, we just celebrated our 4th stroke anniversary. And
Yes.
I am so touchy about it because I can't believe it's already been 4 years. I'm happy that it's been 4 years, but I
Yes.
can't believe that 4 years ago when we got that phone call, I was like losing my mind, you know.
Yeah.
So one, let's just start off with this. Can you give us a rundown
Okay.
of your backstory? Who's your husband? What does he do? How long have y'all been together? And some of your stops.
Okay.
How many schools? How many kids y'all have? Little backstory.
Okay. And my husband is the great Jaworski Beckham. He is a strength and conditioning coach who specializes in speed. We celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary in
20
January.
years. God bless.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
Woo! 20 years. We have
20
two little
years.
people. David, who's not so little anymore. He's 20 in London, our 12-year-old. So
Who isn't
those
so
are
little?
my people. No. London is
They
taller
were
than I am
babies
now.
when we got together.
I know. I looked back at some pictures today and got excited and missed you and Mickey all over again.
I know.
So
Them not so
yes.
nice men need to get us together again.
I know, right? We need to. Like, we'll come that way. I don't mind. I think I can really love Nebraska. No, Nebraska's where. Yeah, Nebraska. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, this is
we're
my
right in the
brain.
middle. We close to
Excuse me
everybody.
if I misspeak. Right. But everyone doesn't know that my brain, it may misspeak sometimes. I forget things very quickly, which works out good in a 20-year marriage. It works out good with teenagers and preteens. I forget and everything. I'm happy 5 minutes later and everybody's good. So
Good. Well, we'll touch on that here in a minute after you tell us how many schools have y'all been to?
I don't know. Let me see. I go in order: Mississippi State, Alabama, Grambling, Reno. I'm sorry, that's not Reno. What's the name of the
Nevada.
School? UNR, University of
Yep.
Nevada in Reno, and Ole Miss, and now
Oregon.
Where are we going? I should have broken it down.
It's
Oregon.
okay. No,
Yes.
that's good. Yes. So that is quite the journey that y'all have been on. I got blessed with the Beckham family at our Grambling stop. We were there for 3 seasons together. And I thank God every day that you were with me for those 2 years, because then you left me.
You left me.
No. You left first. Y'all left first.
No, I didn't.
We
No,
went to
baby, you
Louisiana
left.
Tech, so technically we
You
were still
left.
in the area. And then we
I guess you were still.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You left first.
Look at Priscilla trying to justify her leaving the school, but still in the area.
Yes,
okay,
she went to
so
LSU.
Grambling
Which
and
means you
Louisiana
were no
Tech were
longer-
like within like a 5-mile radius. So it's technically like the same town.
Right. But then, no, baby, you left and went to Baton Rouge.
Didn't you
Left
guys
to
went
get
to
your
Reno
job?
before?
No,
Yeah.
y'all left and went to Baton Rouge.
Didn't,
Yeah, before
didn't
we
you guys go to
before we
Reno
went to
before?
Reno.
Oh. I thought y'all left first.
No, you went first, baby.
You have no credentials right now because you forget.
I remember that. Don't worry about it. I will call our man. We will straighten this out because I know you
All
all
right.
left first.
See,
This is how this is the reason
became
for me to come
besties.
back. Because I just want to prove that I'm right. You're wrong. I'm right. I still love you.
I'm not the one with the brain issues upstairs.
No, you don't
So
have
you
to
gonna make me
damage,
look
but you're
real
wrong
bad.
on this one. I want to phone a friend right now, but I'm not going to do it.
Okay, let's y'all have 2 kids. Where is DJ at now?
Yes.
Is he still at Ole Miss?
DJ is still at Ole Miss, but he's going with his daddy because they are on, what do you call it, quarters instead of semesters.
Okay.
So next month he'll be gone, and it will be just London and I. So yeah, and I'm kind of
we find a
afraid
house
because she expects me to like cook and clean and all of those things. So I foresee a lot of frozen pizza.
We know that like she might become the mom one day, right? Like someday she's the mom.
She
Most
says
of the
no, but she does make sure I take my medication. She's always on me about my medicine, so
good. At least somebody is.
but she doesn't want any on. Yes, I'm a handful.
All right, let's see. Okay, as we are speaking and talking about all of this brain situation, give us a rundown. I want you to tell your own story. I don't want to tell it for you. Little backstory on this, but Davida went through a traumatic experience 4 years ago, and she just celebrated. It was a stroke, but I'll let you go about the story. But she just celebrated her 4th anniversary on the 9th. So can you share your story with us?
The 8th.
The 8th.
I would love to, babe. It is that's how I know you're wrong about the years. Who left first? It's an AVM, and I cannot pronounce those words correctly, but it's
I tried already. I even Googled them and everything.
Malformation. Huh?
I said I Googled like how you can have Google like say it for you, and I still couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like cerebral
Arrow-venous malformation.
There you go. What she said. That's what she has.
AVM. Google AVM. Yep. Yeah. So I actually learned afterwards that they can be found anywhere in the body. Mine was a brain AVM. It caused my brain to rupture in all 4 quadrants. So I was an English teacher, not a math teacher, but you know how the brain is divided into like 4 different sections? Mine ruptured in all 4 sections. And I was basically giving a 16% chance of surviving. And even with such small chances, my family was told that I would, even if I survived, which they didn't think I would never walk and talk again. No, walk or talk.
Yeah.
Read, write, any of that. And I walked out of the hospital. So that within itself is a miracle. I was in a coma for 21 days. And when I woke up, I can't remember if my mother tells me it was that day or the next day. She woke up. I guess she had kind of dozed off, and I was standing over her. And she was like, lay back down. I was like, but I'll say use the bathroom. And she was like, get back in bed. I was like, I got to use the bathroom. So that's kind of how I woke up. And they say I've been a handful ever since. After that, I guess about a year after my AVM, after being in the hospital for so long, I got home. I mean, I was home. It was about a year after the AVM. I was home and I was getting my son ready for prom. Nope, I'm mixing up things. The first time I came home, everything was good. The next time I went to the hospital, I didn't know what was wrong. I just felt like something wasn't right. And that is when I started having seizures. My doctors were saying that I was having seizures already, but of course I didn't know. I didn't remember them. It was kind of like the things that I was described as a chill. They said it was a seizure. So I started having seizures then. And like I said, they said I was having them all along. And I ended up back in the hospital at that time for about another, I want to say 4.5, 5 weeks. And that is when I think that was the hardest for me, because that is what I remember. The first time was kind of like a walk in the park for me, not for my family, of course, but it's kind of like I woke up and I was back driving short distances, of course, but I was back driving and trying to dress. I was still in 3 therapies a couple of times a week, but I felt like I was recovering. The second time I remembered that. So it was like the first time I just kind of took a nap. The second time it was like, ooh, I literally had to learn to walk again. I stood up and fell. And it was like, oh, okay, so that all happened before. They told me it did, but I didn't remember, because in my mind it didn't, because I just kind of got up and started doing stuff. So the second time seems more critical to me, although I guess it wasn't. I have to ask my family. It was, I'm sure, difficult on my family both times. And by my family, I mean my husband, my kids, my parents, especially my parents, because not especially my parents, but my mom is the person that never left. Like
Right.
my husband,
Now, how
of
rare
course, he was
is
there.
AVM?
They're not very common at all. Mine, a brain AVM. Let me rewind. Let me pause a little bit, because I think my mouth is trying to get ahead of my brain, which happens. AVMs can be anywhere in the body, and they're common. However, a brain AVM is not very common, and surviving a brain AVM is not very common. And the fact that, like I said, mine
It's
ruptured all
actually,
4
I looked it
quadrants.
up, and it's below 15% survival. I think it might be
There you
lower
go.
because
Look at the
it was
miracle.
other stuff. Yeah, it's damn near a miracle. Yeah.
Yes. No, it's not damn near. It is a miracle. I thank
It
God
is
for
a
my miracle.
miracle.
So we're not even going to say damn near.
There you go.
It is a miracle. So, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Ask
So
me
my
something else.
biggest question with this is, how did this affect, because I think what our listeners have kind of gotten the base of is that we as coaches' wives take on a lot of different hats. We play cook, clean, teacher, and Davita is one of the most intelligent people I have ever met. And listen, when I first met her, no offense, but I was like, there is no way. Like, how does, like, this girl is ghetto as all get out. But let me tell you, the words that came out of her mouth, they were like 10 syllables.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, listen, what word is that? And what does that mean? You're using really big words, Davita. I'm gonna need you to like dumb it down a little bit for me. And I admired and looked up to her ever since, because this woman that's sitting in front of me on the screen is beyond brilliant. So I am so fascinated by your recovery, and we always joke around that your brain plays games with you, but girl, you are on your game.
It does
at all times.
Well, thank you. And I think it's because my doctor, he wasn't my doctor, I'm sorry, he's one of my therapists when I was in the hospital, told my mom and I that I just got tired, my brain got tired, because they were talking to me, because Once I got out of critical care, I went to another side of the facility where I lived. It was like a live-in therapy place or whatever. And one of my therapists, he came and got me out of my room, and we walked down to the place where, see, this is my brain sleeping because it goes, as the day progresses, it gets more and more tired. But we were walking, I was going to therapy, to the place where he wanted to do therapy at that day. And I was telling him about, he said, I know you were a teacher. What subject did you teach? I was like, oh, I taught English. And he was like, okay, what grade? I was like, well, I've done everything from sixth grade to high school. And I said, well, wait a minute. I think I work for Tesla. And he was like, oh, okay. And so we kept talking. And I was like, I think I was a front page news editor when I was in Mississippi, and I did this. And he was like, when he walked me back to my room, he told my mom, he was like, I know she's had a long day, but in the morning, you might want to go over some things with her about her past and what she's done, because she thinks she was a news editor, and she thinks she was a teacher, and that she worked for Tesla, and my mom was like, yeah. He was like, I'm sorry, what? He was like, she said, yeah, my baby's done all that. And it was just so funny, because even at that stage, it was like I was telling a fairy tale, like I was making up a life. And he was like, oh, well, Miss Beckham, I understand your problem, baby. You just got tired. Your brain got tired. And I was
Yes.
like, okay. I can accept that.
I think you did. I agree.
We're speaking to Davita Beckham right now.
But
And
now I
Davita,
tell my son when my brain is tight. Yes.
Davita, I'm Rigo. I'm Priscilla's co-host, and I was just wondering how long did it take you to I don't know if you're fully recovered, but how long did it take you to recover from your episode?
They say, and I'm going to do my little air quotes, they say that I will never fully recover. And by that, I mean, like I said, some days are better than others. Early in the morning, I can read. I can always write, but I can't always read. Like I can write a paragraph, a page, or whatever, and 20 minutes later, I have no idea what it says. The punctuation will be in the correct spot. Everything looks beautiful, but I just can't read it. And the doctors say, the physicians, the therapists, or whatever, I'm not really expected to recover from that. Like those things are forever, I guess. But to me, I'm good. I say all the time, I am living my best life. London, my little girl, she's 12. Like I said, she'll come up and she's like, Mom, I need help with, you better ask your brother. Mommy's brain is not doing that right now. But I have no complaints. I will recover. I am recovered. I trust God that everything that I'm supposed to be able to do, I can do. I don't think he's going to put cooking and cleaning on that list. And I'm 100% okay with that. So,
is there anywhere where they like sign up for that like write off? I need that write off. Cooking and cleaning, I need that write off.
Okay.
Yeah. I need that write off.
Girl, it's hard to earn though. You may not want to earn it.
You're right. I'm gonna sit back and I'm just gonna like enjoy it. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that one.
Yes.
All right. So let me ask you this. So the guys are gone 95, maybe 99% of the time, right? Our men, they work all the time. How did this affect Beckham? Like how did it affect him? What changed the most?
I promise you, I will tell anyone, my baby's a strength coach. He is one of the strongest men I know, strongest human I know. Human, one of the strongest humans. Yeah, that. Yeah. He never, see, that's the English teacher in me trying to make sure that I'm doing this right. It affected him. I honestly can't tell you because he doesn't tell you. He just always goes. He's always moving. Yeah. I think there are probably times that he needed me to be that person. And like even now, we communicate about things and talk about things. But I think what affected him the most is that he'll never tell me this though, so I feel like I'm lying because he's not going to co-sign it. Like those times that he needed someone to gripe to, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But he did. I can't say that affects him either because I get it now late. So I don't know. Honestly, I feel like I'm married to a Superman. He is the strongest person I know. So
yeah,
I
mean, he's never going to
hope that
complain.
he
If
was
anybody
affected when I
knows
wasn't there.
Jaworski, he's never going to complain or anything. He's always
No.
going to pick up the slack where it needs to be taken. But like
Get
in
her
that
done.
sense,
That's
right?
me.
Like if something goes wrong with me, if
Yes.
I'm sick and Mickey needs to care for our kids, like I was sharing with somebody, like, not that it makes that big of a difference, but let's say you guys had littles when this had happened. Like, let's say London was 1 and DJ was, 6 or 7. How do you think that would have been like changing? Like,
I will say this. I'm going to try to answer your question, but I'll start off by saying, in my mind, I think I've shared this with you. Like when I woke up and when I came out of my coma, when I started remembering things, whenever I say when I woke up, that's the time I'm referring to when I started remembering things. When I woke up, I recognized DJ immediately. I knew exactly who he was. Nothing changed. When I saw London, I thought that she was like 3, maybe 4. And I see like a 7.5, 8-year-old. I was like, oh, wait a minute. That has been the hardest and most difficult thing that I've ever gone through. The physical pain, I don't remember. I thank God for some good drugs. I didn't have those. But my baby, not recognizing her or thinking that she was younger, was supposed to have been younger, that has been the most painful thing that I've ever experienced in my life. And now I think I aggravate her because 4 years later, I still look at her. And this morning, I'm in her room now. I don't know if you can tell. But this morning, I was sitting on her bean bag and she was getting dressed. And I was like, you are so beautiful. And she was like, Mom. That, I will go through anything else. I will go through all of it all over again to just get those moments back. Like, where did this girl come from? Like, I got a big girl now. So that has been the most difficult thing. And that was not your question. So come on back. Give me your question again, Princess.
Yes. All right. Well, so Davida, I want you to stay on. We're going to take a break here.
Yep.
Rico's going to take over.
Davida, we're going to ask you to stay on for a little bit longer. We're going to take a break right here. We got to pay some bills. You are listening to Behind the Game with TJ right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now what do? Football is over. The weather's crappy. Man, I tell you what, it's a perfect time to go car shopping. This is Carl from Price Right Auto. Come out to Price Right in West O, and you'll find over 100 great vehicles at some great prices. With our non-commissioned sales process, we let you control the sale. We won't let you get a lemon since we back every one of our vehicles with our peace of mind 3-month warranty. If you want a hassle-free car buying experience, check out our website, pricerightauto.com. Come see a great selection of affordable used cars on West O Street at Price Right Auto.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual planter clinic at the Adams County Fairgrounds in Hastings, Nebraska, February 23rd and 24th. Landmark's planter clinic offers expansive equipment training and important information on new and updated technology for this planting season. Learn more about AMS documentation and guidance, row unit and meter settings, and soil moisture monitoring options. Join us February 23rd and 24th in Hastings, RSVP by calling your local Landmark.
Fruitcakes are just for Christmas, right? Gosh, I feel sorry for you. I mean, what if we had done that with bacon? bacon is only for breakfast. We'd never have bacon cheeseburgers. We'd never be able to save a salad by adding bacon bits. We'd never have Brinner. That's breakfast for dinner. Don't limit yourself. Fruitcakes for St. Patrick's Day. Fruitcakes for graduation. Fruitcakes for Thursday. Beatrice Bakery and Grandma's Fruitcakes are perfect for every occasion. Check them out in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
What are you doing, sir? I thought the chickens could use some more light in their lives.
So you're building what exactly?
It's a motion-censored switchboard.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Of course. Oh, God.
Ow! Seems like a job for a professional.
Just one more wire. Yep, there you go, right there.
Don't be like Chip. Call Joe at Ambition Electric for any of your electric needs at 402-217-3415.
You can search online for hours to find the best electricians in Lincoln and the surrounding area, but I'll save you time. High Electric has been serving their customers for 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They're experts in everything electrical, from remodeling to new additions, hot tub installations, electric vehicle chargers or EV chargers, lighting, ceiling fans, and more. High Electric takes jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at highelectric.com.
Parents, if you've been waiting for FDA approval to get your teen vaccinated, the time is now. The FDA has approved the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine for use in preventing COVID-19. While this is the first vaccine to gain FDA approval, all COVID-19 vaccines have been proven to be effective against the coronavirus. Want to reduce your teen's risk of hospitalization while protecting yourself and your community? Get your teen vaccinated today. Visit vaccinate.ne.gov. Get started.
Mike Shaver here for Trek CBD. There's a lot of CBD shops opening up in Lincoln, but Trek CBD focuses on quality above all else. Their products are from local CBD company Nico Farms and are third-party laboratory tested. They have products that can help with stress, anxiety, pain, relief, and more, and have a wide selection of Delta 8, including Serene 8. Trek CBD is locally owned and operated. Go visit Scott or Shannon at their 84th and Highway 2 location or at 27th and S, or go online to Trek CBD with free delivery. Trek CBD. CBD done right.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, but you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge is invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order online now from the new Wingstop located at 5001 O Street.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Behind the Game with PJ. Priscilla Joseph dancing on the camera right now. We got Davita Beckham dancing on the camera as well. I am Rico. This is 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. If you have any questions, you can get in contact with us. Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. Check us out live on the Starter Heyman video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I'm going to hand it over to Priscilla right now as she has a couple more questions for our esteemed guest, Davita Beckham. Oh, you in the middle of drinking.
Priscilla.
Thanks, Rico. Jeez.
Look, I didn't think you was going to
like time.
Like, you need to time it. I don't know what you talking about. Hey.
Cheers. Yo, you know, it's always normally it's Thirsty Thursdays because we do this on Thursdays. But y'all's wonderful, most favorite coach, Mickey Joseph, decided to drop, you know, typical coach's life stuff. Hey, babe, I got an event for us Thursday night. And I'm like, what you mean? I got my radio show Thursday night.
Very important. I got to hang out with Rico.
I got to go hang out with Rico.
Come on, man.
And he's like, well, I need you to come with me. And I'm like, all right, let me see what I can do.
And for all the people out there, I'm going to say this just about every show. If you see Mickey Joseph, I want you to now refer to him as, oh, you're Priscilla's husband, right?
That's right. I'm not Mickey's wife. He's my husband.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Oh,
well,
Priscilla,
Davita,
I got clarification, baby.
Oh, She about to make me
I'm
look
gonna prove
bad.
to you. Oh, definitely.
Knew it was
And my
coming.
coach cleared this up for me, baby. When you left and went to, where did you go?
LSU.
The other school. When you left and went to LSU, I moved in that house. You left first.
Oh no, to Louisiana Tech. When we went to Louisiana Tech, y'all moved to the house. And then when we went to LSU, y'all left after we left.
No, Priscilla,
left.
you're still wrong, baby. No.
How am I wrong?
No. So where did you live when you were at Louisiana Tech?
Same house in Grambling.
Right. Okay, so let me give you the history of the house. We looked at the house first, remember? But I didn't come to Louisiana. I stayed in Mississippi and taught for another half a year or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So when you left and went to LSU, that's when I moved into the house.
You're right. You're right. She did.
Thank you.
Cuss out my brother and tell him not to. You're not supposed to just come on mid interview and correct me. You could do that afterwards, man. Yeah. Send him a message here.
No, but he knows how his wife feels about her brain. You played with my brain. You tried it. You tried it.
Well, look, thanks for staying on with us.
Will you make one?
We still got more to talk about. Wait, what'd you say?
Okay, go ahead. And then I'll get to. I need to make a request on air, and I need everyone to hear it, because I need you to promise again that you're going to do it, so that everyone can help me hold you accountable.
What am I doing?
What have I asked you to do for years now?
Oh man, I knew you was gonna do this.
Well, now I want to know.
What have I asked you to do for years?
Davida Beckham has asked me to teach her Spanish. The thing is,
yes.
I was never taught Spanish. I just picked it up.
See, okay. So
I've taught English. I've taken Spanish. I've taken French. All I've asked her since I woke up is, will you please teach me Spanish? That is the language I want to learn.
The girl
that is the language
says
I want to know.
10-syllable English words. You're not gonna tell me she can't learn Spanish.
Yeah, but she wants your help. That's all she's asking. She's just asking for your help.
I want her.
She can learn it on her own.
And they even told me after my brain surgery, this is the time to learn anything you've ever wanted to know. This is it. And I was like, first phone call. Okay, maybe not first phone call. Third phone call. Priscilla, this is the time for me to learn. Teach my new brain. I can pick up anything. She told me to go buy a book.
Wow. Really?
I don't know how to teach somebody
My
Spanish.
goodness.
I just know. I can't even teach my kids
Look,
Spanish.
I grew up in a Spanish household.
Do you speak Spanish?
I understand Spanish almost perfectly, but I do not speak Spanish for the life of me.
So listen, you can be like Rico and Mickey. You can be like Rico and Mickey.
My grandma yells at me in Spanish all the time.
And
I
you're like,
understand
I know
everything,
what you said.
and then I answer in English, and she
you
looks
know
at me,
exactly
and
what
she's
she's
just
saying.
That's Mickey. Like Mickey understands everything I say to the kids, or when we're having conversations and trying to talk bad about Mickey, he's over there like, I know what you guys are talking about. Like we can't even talk bad about him no more because he's like,
why you say that about me?
The girl just doing it in English. Who cares?
He said, wait, what y'all said about me again? I'm like, oh, nothing, babe. I said, Grandma's just mad at you that you don't know English or Spanish yet. Because my grandma gives him a hard time that he doesn't know Spanish yet. It's been 12 years. He should have figured it out by now.
True. But I haven't known you 12 years. So what are you telling me? I have to go. I met you in 14?
Yeah.
So I got to go. How many more before I get to learn Spanish?
We got a couple.
4 more years.
There
26.
you go. We're almost there. I mean, we've been apart for about 6-7 years.
4.
Seems like 10.
It does. Okay, well, you didn't help me, sir. Excuse me, sir. You didn't help me. You're just like, she don't need to learn a lot. So I give up.
Sorry.
I thought I
Rico's
could get you to commit on air.
Rico's
Huh?
on my
look,
team.
hey, look.
Rico's on my team.
No, hold on. Hold on.
He's about to
Davida,
throw me.
I agree with you. She should have taught you Spanish
Oh, man.
from the jump. And her telling you to
Because
go
my
buy
brain
a
was
book.
fresh.
Exactly. And her telling you to go buy a book, just so rude. How could you? How could you?
I may have exaggerated a little bit with that.
Don't admit to it. Just we're gonna go
Now
with that
she's trying
part of
to
the story.
backtrack.
We're gonna go with that part of the story. I agree with you.
All right, let's get to this. All right.
Okay,
What
let's change
has
the
been your
subject.
favorite part about being a coach's wife?
Ooh. My favorite part of being a coach's wife. The weeks that they travel and I don't go.
That is how you know you are a true coach's wife. I love when my husband's gone.
No, my favorite part.
Mickey's
I know
great.
that my husband's watching, so I'm going to take that back. My favorite part
We're gonna
is
get
it's
we're gonna
changed
get in
over the
trouble
years.
tonight, Davida.
I know it's changed over the years. My favorite part used to be, oh my God, when they had those awesome winning seasons at Grambling. Do you remember that?
When we had people that didn't like us? Is that what you're talking about? Those years?
No. I'm talking about winning. When they were winning, I'm not going to talk about those ladies right now. When they were winning,
We're not gonna give them no
my
light.
baby. Nope. But my baby would go on the field after every game and hug her daddy, and they would take a picture holding their number ones.
Oh, I love that.
That's one of my memories. They would hold their ones up in the air saying they were number one. That was great.
Those are good memories.
Because because he's not a positions coach, he's a strength and conditioning coach. So the other part that I love would probably be the connection that he makes with the guys, and just how I feel like we have kids all over the country now. Like that's my favorite.
Literally
Down.
all over.
Hands down.
Yes. All right. What about what made it hard as a coach's wife before your stroke compared to what's the most difficult being a coach's wife after your stroke?
I never realized it was hard because I enjoyed it so much. But prior to my stroke, all of the moving and just trying to be there and do this and do that and wearing all the hats and pretending to like all of the people on display and being around all the people with different attitudes, and that was anytime, and even now, if my baby's on the sideline, I want to be there. And when my son starts suiting up with him, I got to be there. I want to see him. I have to be there. I wanted to be there. Now, just let me know the final score. Like,
so do you go to the games now or not? No.
Some, not all of them, no. And
No.
then when we moved back closer to home, being in Mississippi, I was really excited about getting to go and being there, and COVID hit. So it was like, dang, okay, not this year either. So, yeah. What was your other question? I forgot the other half.
Now, after your stroke, what's been the hardest part about being a coach's wife?
The hardest part now is probably I can't do and make the connections that I once made with the players or the athletes, because I don't know if you remember, but go all the way back to the beginning in the G when we were making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and taking them to the players out there after the workouts. And well, that's me being a strength coach wife again. Yeah. Like, I was hands-on. I got to do it, got to interact with the kids. I love that.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're not in the program now where we need to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, because if we were, right? But if we were, I wouldn't be able to do it because I don't drive anymore. I don't do this. Like, so those things that's difficult. So it's kind of like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth. Like, some of the things that I used to have to do, I took them for granted. I really enjoyed them. And now that I don't do them anymore, it's like, oh man, Oh, well, guess I take a nap.
Yeah.
Let me see what's on Netflix.
Okay, so I have a question for you. I've gotten this has probably been my biggest question since I've gotten here is I'm in Twitter famous in Nebraska, and everyone's like, why are you interacting with the fans? Like, what's your deal? Like, you understand they're like, first of all, y'all haven't had any games. It's all like rainbows and sunshine and butterflies right now. Like, oh, just wait until season starts and y'all start losing. First of all, we don't lose. I'm the lucky charm.
First, okay, I was just about to address that.
But let me ask you this. If you were, or do you interact with fans? Would you? Do you? What's your intake as on a coach's wife interacting with fans?
In my opinion,
yeah,
I was gonna say the old DeVita, but actually both DeVitas, I would love to interact with fans, especially when they're winning. And since we're going to win, it shouldn't be a problem.
Exactly.
However, I don't see anything wrong with fan interaction. I think it's great. That's the sport. Like, that's what we're here for. Like, now I will say this. How can I put this? There was one program that we were in. I did a lot to kind of keep one of the coaches' wives out of trouble because her interaction with fans wouldn't always be nice. Like, she had a quick temper and they don't know your husband. They don't know the blood, sweat, and tears that y'all are putting into this. They want to win. So at some point you have to separate and realize, oh, hey, there's somebody's mom over there cutting up because her son isn't on the field, or he didn't get to do this. I tell anybody, I'm Jaworski Beckham's biggest fan. Ride or die, win, lose, or draw. I'm going to cheer for him. I'm going to do this for him. Like, I always have that mindset. And I like for the score to reflect the win. But when my man and that team, or my son and that team comes off the field, we win this anyway. We're going to win. If we didn't win this, we'll get the next one. But we're going to win this. But I'm just saying, like, I believe in fan interaction. I do. Yeah. And I prefer to keep it positive because everything that I do or everything that you do is a reflection on Mickey or a reflection on Jaworski. So
yes,
that's what we got to
Hey,
do.
Davita, we're going to take another break. She's going to stick around for a little bit longer.
Stay on.
All right, we're going to take another break. You're listening to Behind the Game with PJ right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Parents, if you've been waiting for FDA approval to get your teen vaccinated, the time is now. The FDA has approved the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine for use in preventing COVID-19. While this is the first vaccine to gain FDA approval, all COVID-19 vaccines have been proven to be effective against the coronavirus. Want to reduce your teen's risk of hospitalization while protecting yourself and your community? Get your teen vaccinated today. Visit vaccinate.ne.gov to get started.
You need a place to watch the big game, but you don't want to host at your place, and you don't know what friend's house to invite yourself over to. Join 93.7 The Ticket at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 68th and O for Bengals Rams and enjoy great food and drink, plus the chance to win great prizes. If you simply show up, you'll have a chance to win free prizes. You just have to be there when your ticket is called. What's better than great food, drinks, and prizes? Hang with us for the big game on Sunday, February 13th at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and O.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual planter clinic at the Adams County Fairgrounds in Hastings, Nebraska, February 23rd and 24th. Landmark's Planter Clinic offers expansive equipment training and important information on new and updated technology for this planting season. Learn more about AMS documentation and guidance, row unit and meter settings, and soil moisture monitoring options. Join us February 23rd and 24th in Hastings, RSVP by calling your local Landmark.
Casey's General Store is giving you the chance at winning 2 free tickets to a Nebraska home basketball game this season. Stop by any Casey's location in Lincoln throughout basketball season, enter your name into the registration box, and you'll have a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming Nebraska basketball game. Every drawing will occur at least 24 hours before the game that has its selected winner. So make sure to get to any Casey's in Lincoln today for your chance at 2 free tickets for Nebraska men's basketball games.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your first alert weather forecast tonight, mostly clear and cold. Lows 7 above, north winds gusting to 30, creating wind chill factors in the minus teens. A cold weekend ahead as well, 35 Saturday, 31 on Sunday. I'm NTV Chief Forecaster Ken Fountain for 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to The Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Ticket Weeknights Behind the Game with PJ. I'm Rico. Priscilla's still dancing as she does. We are here right now at the Home and Garden Show in the Lancaster Event Center.
Yo, it's packed in here.
You guys can
Y'all
stop
come say hi to me.
Come say hi to Priscilla. Come on.
And my co-host, Rico. Come hang out with us.
We're having fun. If you want to get in contact with us, Starter Heyman text line, Honda of Lincoln hotline, 402-464-5685. If you want to see us live, but you don't want to come down here, head over to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, on the Starter Heyman video stream. We are here. Yes. We are joined by the lovely Davita Beckham, and Priscilla has some more questions.
Yes. Davita, what you drinking?
Some more answers.
What you drinking?
It was Moscato, but I got 1 sip left.
Look,
hold on.
We're gonna show you. Look, y'all know we do wine over here. We got DP got us San Angelo. So I gotta bust out my Spanish.
Of course.
San Angelo. It's a
my glasses on.
2019. It's some good stuff.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Hey.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious. Me and Rico sipping on this.
I think y'all should send me. Oh, and I'm also I need my 2 free tickets for Nebraska. It's basketball though. I was listening to the commercials.
You want to go to basketball?
You want to come to a basketball game?
Wait, I hope it's the girls.
They're on a one.
That's what you're giving away on your commercials. I got to register to win.
They're on a 1-game winning streak. You can come on down.
What if she was talking about the girls, bro?
They are on a 2-game losing streak.
3 games.
The girls?
I believe so.
Oh, y'all. I love me some basketball, so I'm not gonna say nothing about them. Nothing.
Hey.
Wait, one, because coaches' wives. There's coaches' wives on basketball and on women's basketball, and are there coaches' wives on coaches' basketball?
Yeah,
women's
coaches. There's coaches' wives.
There's coaches' wives,
and there's a coach's husband.
Oh,
yeah, both.
We should get him on the show.
Do you want? We can see. I mean, we can see what we can do.
Yo,
all right,
Rico's on it.
I'll work on it.
My tickets, when you get them on the show, I need my tickets to the game.
There you go. We're going to get you.
In the basketball,
just come, just come stay at my house. I might not send you back home, though. I might not send you back home.
I am with it.
Bex could be calling and be like, yo, I need my wife back.
No, he won't. Especially not during football season. He's like, what wife?
All right, let's see. Let's talk about our experience together, because I was a young wife. Well,
yes, you were.
I was a girlfriend. Let's get that.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was not going to say it, but yes, you were a girlfriend.
Oh, I had all the wives tell me I was a girlfriend. I was not a wife, even though this was
you did not have all the wives telling you. No,
that was my third school.
You did not have all the wives telling you you were a girlfriend, because
all
just like I said then, I will say now, if you're good enough to move across the country or around the country with that man, you need to be giving your respect. I said it.
Amen. And that is when me and Davida looked at each
And
other.
he
And
needs to put a ring on it too. Huh?
well, that too. But but that's when I looked at her and I'm like, you get it. Like you understand. I don't really need
Yes.
I don't need a ring on my finger for validation. Right? Like as much as women, we want that and all that stuff. I, on the other hand, was trying to prove a point and was like, I
Baby,
don't give
you were with him.
Don't give it to me.
If you with Mickey, you with me. That's all I had to say.
I'm
And
telling
couldn't
you,
nobody
but
else
like,
say anything.
let's just be real. Let's tell everybody in the normal world how different it is, because you've been there. You were a girlfriend. I was a girlfriend. And anybody that's a wife at one point was a girlfriend. They didn't go from day one and now, okay, I just met you. We're getting married. It doesn't happen like that. Not in this world. Okay. So how different were you treated when you were a girlfriend? Because he was a GA.
You gotta
right?
remember though, baby. No.
Wasn't he a GA?
I can't talk on that. We've been married 20 years.
Well, I mean, you were like
I was never a coach's
18.
girlfriend.
You was like,
huh?
Well, you was like, y'all got
I
married.
was never
at
a coach's
18.
girlfriend.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I was. Let me bad
You were
question.
an aspiring.
We just hit 20 years. I was.
Y'all were.
I was
How old
never
were you
his
when you got
girl.
married? 18, right?
19.
17?
We just had our 20th anniversary. I'm 49. Just put me all out that in.
You ain't that old.
You don't look a day over 25.
I know. I was gonna say. I thought you was in your 30s. You be lying to me, girl.
I'm 39. Like I'm in there hanging on. Like
You
this.
just said 49. You just said you was. I'm like,
No,
you
baby. I said 39.
She said 39.
I'm 39.
Did you?
I'll be
I
40
heard
in
49.
August.
Well, it's 20. They got married at 19. I'm just saying, you know.
Oh no, I thought.
I'm
Oh,
terrible at
man.
math. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
look,
awful.
I'm terrible
with
at
that.
math, but even I got that.
Troubles in the house.
Vershawn, we are live on the air.
Look at this.
Doing, man?
He's
No, I've
always
never been a
cut
coach.
in. Look,
I've never been
he's
a
always
coach.
coming
I can cut in
Let
behind.
me see
all
trouble.
the time. All the
Hi,
time. All right, so you were never a girlfriend because y'all decided we ain't gonna deal with it. We're just gonna get married because I'm so in love with you. Anyways,
No, our coaching came later in life. We had whole careers before we became a coach. Yeah.
all right. Well, you help me share with everybody else how different. I mean, you've experienced this at many different schools, as all the schools that y'all have been at.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like an equal, like at every school. If you have the title girlfriend, it's kind of like, get back to us.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever. Yeah.
And I was
But
so
I will say this. I will
Go
say
ahead.
this. You taught me things with your situation that I'm still applying to girlfriends where we are now or where we're leaving. Because I still stand beside. If you moved with that man, that's solid for me. Like if you are
not just once,
you taking care of everything. Say what,
like,
baby?
not just once, not just twice, but 3 times before I even got a ring on it. Like before I got married, we had already been at 4 different schools. So like when I have older coaches' wives telling me like, girl, don't talk to me because you not like you ain't got no ring on your finger, or you're not his wife.
You just
and I'm like, listen, Karen. No, I'm just kidding. Listen. I have moved 4 times. I have picked up this man's belongings and moved us to the 3rd house. I am validated like you are when you sleep next to your husband every night. I just don't call mine husband. Right? Silence.
Okay. With
volumes.
Because I'm being silent because it is amazing to me how many different places I've seen that. You were my first. You had me ready to fight. Like
my girl
you already know.
had my back.
And all I called her, I don't know Priscilla. I knew Princess. All I ever called her was Princess.
Yes.
So that's
I mean, I was a baby when we were together. Like, we were new. This was our third school together. But I was I got there, I was pregnant. She took me in, and all the other wives were just like dropping rules on me left and right. And I'm like, listen, people.
And I was like, no. She with me because she with me. Like, y'all chill out.
And look, we took a different path. We didn't get married and then had children. We had children and then got married later.
Oh, girl,
so it was just
baby.
Well, at our school,
we
apparently.
took that same path. We just took that path 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's no shame. It wasn't the right way, but I just had my 20th wedding anniversary in January. My son turned 20 in September, so
there you go.
It happens. It happens.
On that one, we're gonna take a quick break. Hopefully, you stay on. We're gonna come back for one more
Yeah,
segment.
because we're talking too much. You're gonna get me in trouble.
We got a couple questions in, but we will be back. You're listening to Behind the Game with PJ on 93.7 The Ticket.
Fruitcakes are just for Christmas, right? Gosh, I feel sorry for you. I mean, what if we had done that with bacon? Bacon is only for breakfast. We'd never have bacon cheeseburgers. We'd never be able to save a salad by adding bacon bits. We'd never have Brinner. That's breakfast for dinner. Don't limit yourself. Fruitcakes for St. Patrick's Day. Fruitcakes for graduation. Fruitcakes for Thursday. Beatrice Bakery and Grandma's Fruitcakes are perfect for every occasion. Check them out in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Mike Shaver here for Trek CBD. There's a lot of CBD shops opening up in Lincoln, but Trek CBD focuses on quality above all else. Their products are from local CBD company Nico Farms and are third-party laboratory tested. They have products that can help with stress, anxiety, pain, relief, and more, and have a wide selection of Delta 8, including Serene 8. Trek CBD is locally owned and operated. Go visit Scott or Shannon at their 84th and Highway 2 location or at 27th and S. Or go online to Trek CBD with free delivery. Trek CBD. CBD done right.
Casey's General Store is giving you the chance at winning 2 free tickets to a Nebraska home basketball game this season. Stop by any Casey's location in Lincoln throughout basketball season. Enter your name into the registration box, and you'll have a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming Nebraska basketball game. Every drawing will occur at least 24 hours before the game that has its selected winner. So make sure to get to any Casey's in Lincoln today for your chance at 2 free tickets for Nebraska men's basketball games.
Turn off the TV and power down the video games. It's time for homework. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the NSCA. We want every child to learn and be successful. As a teacher, mom, and grandmother, I know children need a quiet place to do homework. Designate an area in your home away from the TV and background noise. Good study habits start with a quiet learning environment at home.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and the station.
93.7 Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Your first alert weather forecast tonight, mostly clear and cold. Lows 7 above, north winds gusting to 30, creating wind chill factors in the minus teens. A cold weekend ahead as well. 35 Saturday, 31 on Sunday. I'm NTV Chief Forecaster Ken Fountain for 93.7 The Ticket.
She
You
just
need a place
texted
to
me.
watch the big game.
I told her
You don't
no.
want to host at your place, and you don't know what friend's house to invite yourself over to. Join 93.7 The Ticket at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 68th and O for Bengals Rams, and enjoy great food and drink, plus the chance to win great prizes. If you simply show up, you'll have a chance to win free prizes. You just have to be there when your ticket is called. What's better than great food, drinks, and prizes? Hang with us for the big game on Sunday, February 13th at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and O.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual planter clinic at the Adams County Fairgrounds in Hastings, Nebraska, February 23rd and 24th. Landmark's planter clinic offers expansive equipment training and important information on new and updated technology for this planting season. Learn more about AMS documentation and guidance, row unit and meter settings, and soil moisture monitoring options. Join us February 23rd and 24th in Hastings, RSVP by calling your local Landmark.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Ticket weeknights. This is Behind the Game with
It's Friday, y'all.
Priscilla Joseph is here. We
Yes,
are down
we
here
made it.
at the Lincoln Home and Garden Center, or Home and Garden event. We're down here at the Lancaster Events Center. We're having
so
a
bad.
blast. Priscilla is having a fantastic time with her lovely guest, Davita Beckham. This is 93.7 The Ticket. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever you have for Priscilla, Davita, myself, Rico, 402-464-5685, Hunt of Lincoln Hotline, Starter Heyman text line. Check us out on the video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. We're here. We're having a blast. Let's keep going.
Yes. Davita, thanks for joining me and Rico tonight. I'm so glad you were able to.
Thank you for having me.
And stay focused this entire time. I'm so proud of you.
She was telling me when you came on, we were going to have to work on keeping you focused. And I was like, nah, we'll be fine.
She told me, she's like, girl, sometimes it just goes.
It does.
Well, you're doing
But I've had a blast
fabulous
tonight.
Yes.
Thank you.
I mean, thanks for joining me. That's my thing. I miss you. Mickey and Beck need to get their lives together and get us
They do.
together again.
This is just practice for when you come up to Nebraska and you join us in the studio.
That's right.
I'm
Oh,
ready.
we up in the studio.
ready.
Look, we'll bring the wine.
Yeah,
we'll have
every
fun.
day. Just let me know. Yes. Yes.
All right.
Wine
Is there
my love
anything
language.
you want to share that is special about that you would like if you were to tell a story to some fan in Oregon and say, this is what makes me special as a coach's wife or different now, before, during?
Actually, you make me sick because you didn't send me any questions and you knew that this was not going to work.
I know.
But
You
one
always
thing comes to
overanalyze.
mind. One thing comes to mind. When I was in high school, I wrote a poem. And I remembered it. So this is like 25 years ago. It may have been middle school.
And how is this possible if you had brain injury?
I'm gonna long term. Remember, long term is good.
Okay.
They said it was the things from like memory got bad around 2013, 14ish. But the poem, it goes like this. I am what I am, and that's all I can be. So please don't harass or criticize me. My mind is different and my soul is free. I wish that this world would just let me be. Because this world that we live in is so crazy and strange. I really don't think that I'm all that deranged. I just am what I am, and that's all I can be. I didn't know when I wrote that over 20 years ago that I would end up living by that poem. But now, since my ADM My whole life, everything. I am who I am. That's it. That's as a coach's wife, that's as a mom, that's as a sister, as a friend. I am what I am.
And I think that's
Take
what
me as I am.
it has. That's what I have admired most about you. That when I met you, you just were you. You could care less. And I mean, we knew I didn't care, but like you taught me that like it was okay to be me. Like you knew I didn't care about what other people thought, but you taught me that you being you was the greatest thing in the world and that it was okay for me to be me in our world. It didn't
Because
matter
no one can
that
do it
like
better, Princess. No one.
that's right. Nobody could do it better. And
that is
yes.
No,
Well,
I'm saying
look,
that's it. That's the truth.
yeah, I mean that poem, that's crazy that you wrote that 20 some years ago because you're living that. You've lived it.
Yes.
You have. And
Yes.
you've taught me so much, and I hope one day that we can be reunited and get the kids back
We
together, even
will.
though your kids are
We will.
growing up a little too fast and mine too, but still. As long as we're together,
And that's
that we
what
can
London
drink
wanted to
wine
know.
together.
She ran to the door. Okay. She ran to the door today. And she was like, Mommy, so Princess is coming? I said, no. I said, clean your room up because Mommy's going to call Princess and we're going to be on the phone. I thought she was coming. She's not going to be in my room. Virtually, baby. She'll be
virtually.
Is Mariah going to be there? Virtually.
Yes.
So,
oh
was a
man,
little
I'm gonna
disappointed,
share
but hey.
on Twitter the picture that you sent me earlier. Melania was like, "Wait, I was a baby." I was like, "Oh, girl, you have no idea."
Both did I send you two?
Yes.
Share both of them, please.
Yes, I sure
and did you
will.
say follow me on? Do you follow me on Twitter? I don't post anything, but
You
I keep
sent
saying
it
I'm
to
going
me.
to
I
start.
haven't. I didn't
want to
get
start.
on. Yeah, we need to
Okay.
be a little bit more. We need to do better. That's for sure.
Yes. Yes.
Rico, do you have any questions for my guest here?
I was kind of wondering what being a coach's wife and everything, you kind of don't have a say in well, maybe you do have a say. I'm not actually sure how that works and where you end up going.
I have a say in everything.
Beautiful. But where was your favorite stop?
There you go. It better be Gremlin. I'm just kidding.
And you don't have to say it was Grambling because of Priscilla. You whatever.
Actually, I don't. They've all had some. This is such a political answer. They've all had some good qualities. Now, there's some things I've enjoyed. I think all of the timings were perfect, and I say that because I'll go backwards because my memory works better going backwards. Here in Ole Miss, we graduated from Mississippi State, both of us. We were never supposed to come to the University of Mississippi.
So
we were never supposed to like it. Right. But I ended up loving it because it got me back home close to my family after my AVM, after everything occurred for a couple of years. So that was that. Right before that in Reno, I think that I was there for a reason. The fact that I was born with my AVM and everything occurred once I got there and found out, like my doctor, my actual neurosurgeon, I was his first patient there. He had just moved to the area. Like, I was his first patient. He had been a neurosurgeon for, I think, like 18 or 19 years. But he was doing this new stuff and had gotten there because of that reason. And for me to be his first patient there, I feel like that happened for a reason. Mm-hmm. Prior to that, when we were in Louisiana, I feel like my brain had to rupture. So I had to go there. I'm just playing. But Louisiana, I love the people. Is it time for us to log off? It's time for me to chunk my deuces.
Almost, yes.
But every spot has had good things. And I guess the most memorable, I got to do a lot in Nevada, as they call it. Reno was cool. From working with Teslas and teaching in an alternative setting. Like, I got to do a lot of different things there in a short period of time. So I don't know.
Well,
They've all
Davita,
had
thank
their
you
great
again
qualities.
for joining us, being
Thank
my
you
first
for having me.
Yes. I love you. I miss you.
Thank you. I love you more.
Thank you so much, Davita. This was Behind the Game with PJ. We'll be back
Thank
next
you.
Thursday. See you then.
Cool beans.
Place to watch the
Good
big game.
night.
You don't want to host at your place, and you don't know what friend's house to invite yourself over to. Join